Welcome to another real-time trade. In this video, I'll discuss several ways to manage the trade to empower you to design a trade management model that suits your unique mental wiring. This is the stuff of the real game. Now let's join the trade in progress. Hey guys, Czar here. Hope all is well. Trust you're having a good day. It's been an interesting morning. It's 11:54 right now. We're in the midst of the twilight zone. This is the first time I'm taking even a reasonably serious look at this market, watching this structure here with very bizarre wicks. I've been sending warnings to my my Telegram group all morning. I was actually out at the vet, the cat's doctor office in through here, and so I missed all of that, and it's just been a mess ever since. So nothing for me here. This is the NASDAQ, but the other sisters look very, very similar, as you can see here. Very wicky and funny looking, kind of dwindling down here, dragging down, or grinding down, I should say, on the Dow. But I'm going to keep my eye on all of these and see what this offers. Of course, as usual, I will put you on pause and cut out all dead air and non-teaching moments, sideways grinding action. Keep this video nice and tight. For now, I'll put you on pause, and I'm watching the NASDAQ in particular here for a potential opportunity. Who knows, coming out of the twilight zone, we'll see. But it's 11:55 right now. I'm probably waiting for another 30 minutes at least, but who knows. Pause, and we'll be back. All right, guys, we're back here. I'm going to move up on the 1-minute chart to the 2-minute. See if I can clean this up a little bit. That's not helping much at all, is it? How about the 3-minute? You know what? I'm going to stay on the 3-minute here for a moment. You don't see that from me very often. But this is just so messy. Yep, here we go, guys. Buy stop order in the twilight zone. Actually, I'm going to do it above here. Stop way down here. Here we go. Buy stop order. I'll fix these markers here in a moment. Here we go. And I'm in, guys. I looked away for a moment there, but I'm in. Move this over to the actual entry, which is right there. So first trade of the day, long the NASDAQ. Let me just make sure my markers are good. Yes, they are. Stop below. You can see a new candle has begun. I'll put you on pause, guys, and set up these measuring levels, and then I'll bring you back and we'll talk about this trade some more. Be right back. And target 1 has been hit. So the 1-hour all or nothing trader has left the game with full profitability. Of course, the 2-hour move stop to break even at 1 hour has moved their stop to break even because we hit 1 hour. So that trader will either get a 2-hour win or a break even and nothing in between. And the 1.5 and 2-hour all or nothing traders are still going to sit here for a while and see what happens. I'll come back in a bit and explain this trade, but I think you can probably tell this is a zone reversal trade with a couple of little caveats that I will get into shortly. And target 2 has been hit, and so the 1.5-hour all or nothing traders left the game with full profitability. And now we just wait to see if this 2-hour all or nothing trader can come out of this thing green as well. So what is this, guys? This is a zone reversal trade, an interesting one. And since I took it during the twilight zone, I sometimes trade during the twilight zone, but it's not that often. Entered this trade at around 11:56, 11:57 or so. And that is very much in the twilight zone. For me, the twilight zone is about 90 minutes from 11:30 when the European markets close till about 1 o'clock. And the 1 o'clock candle, of course, is one that I look at very, very carefully, as I mentioned earlier. And that's very often when juice comes back into the market. And that would have happened right about here, guys, right? There, you see that there? See the candles get bigger all of a sudden, bigger amplitude, and faster moving at the time. By the time you're watching this, I'll probably cut that out so you won't actually see that, but you can just take my word for it, and if you were trading, you certainly saw it yourself. Now, here's the deal. Why did I enter here? This is the 30-minute chart. I normally look for 30-minute reasons to enter, and I decided, because of all this wickiness, this very messy stuff here, that I wanted to see more confirmation than normal, especially since I was entering during the twilight zone. So instead of taking a break above this kind of a doji style, really it's a hammer candle, here I waited for it to break 1, 2, and 3 candles right there to prove that it's blowing out all of this nonsense, all of this mess, and all of this noise. Now, just as I moved up the time frames here from the 1 minute to the 3 minute, you see that there, to clean things up on this messy day and super low VIX environment, I did the same thing effectively on the 30 minute. So this is the 30-minute chart. Look what happens when I step up to the 1 hour chart. You see that? Imagine this being the 30-minute chart. All of a sudden, you see that I'm buying the break of the 1 opposite style candle, color candle, opposite to the candle that I entered on. And so we had this cleaning up of the mess by taking out some of the noise, really, by going up to the 1 hour and then taking the break above. It was also, of course, a structural break here. Boom, boom, breaking above all of this stuff, and then waiting for things to play out. It's been a long time. It's 1:38 now. Again, I entered at around 11:57 or so. Another piece of this, of course, is the daily. We have a very bullish daily chart. Yesterday was here. You see that there? Let me zoom in so you can really see this. Well, earlier today we had dropped all the way down. Let me show this to you here. This was this bottom of that wick there, but we still remained in a bullish cascading configuration, and then flipped up, the candle turned white, and that helped my case here for the long. So bullish daily turned bullish on the 30-minute chart. I bought the strongest of the 3, the NASDAQ here, bought the strongest of 3 at the time. Let me show that to you on the 3 sisters so you can see it as plain as day. So again, we had all of this, let me zoom out so you can see it, all this drawdown. I entered here on the break above VWAP. So we first rallied up, tapped VWAP 2 or 3 times, dropped down, I broke up here, so 1156, 1157 right there, broke the high, and that's where I entered. Notice how this cursor shows the same time on each of the sisters. So when I put the cursor here, breaking above VWAP, look over here to see where we are in the S&P. You see we hadn't even reached VWAP, never mind testing it and then breaking above. Same thing here. Look on the Dow, way down here, very, very weak, and so I stayed away from the Dow today. And the Dow, of course, is something that I often do trade. So picking the right instrument is very important. Picking the right time of day is very important. Digging down into the noise and the mess to clean things up, and then making a decision on that basis is very important. And of course, using the daily structure as well is critical. Hope that helps, guys. Put you back on pause, and we'll wait for this thing to play out fully. And we finally did it, guys. Wow, 2 hours and 10 or 11 minutes or so. Long trade. Again, these are 3-minute candles. Again, zone reversal, guys, pretty self-explanatory. Very bullish daily. Became even more bullish, of course, during the trade. I already talked you through all the details. I think I covered everything you would need to know. Moved up to the 3-minute from the 1 minute because the day was so very messy. Moved up from the 30-minute to the 1 hour chart here earlier. I didn't actually show the 1 hour chart, but in my mind I was doubling the candles, which is something that I've been doing for many years during busy periods, like you see, messy periods, I should say. And that's what you see the result of here. This is the 1 hour chart here, by the way. And I will say, this is something that I talk about sometimes, that this 1.5 hour, of course, ran into resistance here. It would have been fair if your model has any kind of discretion, if you're a 2-hour trader, to take 1.5 hour if it's running into resistance. Would have been fair. Of course, it pulled back from there, but it ended up working well anyway. All 4 models profited fully. Thank you for being here, guys. 1 trade today. Now it's 2:10, almost 2:10 in the afternoon. There may be another trade, but I doubt it, quite frankly, here on option expirations Friday. It is Friday, November 11th, and I'm going to wish you an amazing weekend. Thank you for your support. Thank you for clicking the like button and for saying hi in the comments. I do appreciate you. Have a great one, guys. We will see you either a little bit later today or on Monday. Take care.